Comrades and friends, welcome back. It's the season finale again. Time really does fly when you're building a great nation like ours. Welcome back to Tecnovakia. This episode is gonna be a little shorter than the regular season finale, because I'm literally recording this one in my lunch break. But we're gonna get some stuff done anyway. Now, first we got some smaller optimizations. So let's start with those, shall we? First off, here we think we need a couple more workers in Messina, because workers gonna get ferried over here. So, and we're gonna fetch them with the bigger buses, at least the 60-person buses, 60 worker buses. So there should be some more workers available up here. So we should finish these, at least these construction projects here. Before we do that, though, we have to establish, and I'm gonna check if that's even possible. We have to establish a way for them to get their kids to kindergarten. And for that, I think we'll just draw out a bit of footpath here. And then bring a nice long footpath all the way down. Well, maybe we can just pass it by here. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. We'll fill this space here with a couple trees and whatnot. And then we can bring it round here. Yeah, and that's where the problems start. Okay, so we do need to remove a bit of road. So we can do that properly. That's okay, though. And that's why we have only dirt roads. So we can do that easily at no cost. There we go. Okay, so now we can produce hopefully nice and rounded foot walkway. Okay, maybe not as nice and rounded as I'd like, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, we'll have a couple edgy corners, but that's okay. Just want to have a one straight through walkway that will connect everybody to, because that, in my opinion, is much nicer than having these spider webs of footways. Okay, yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay, we'll connect everybody to that. Oh, got messed up by the save. There we go. And we can build that with our own construction office, I think. And then we'll rebuild the road kind of following that footpath. Kind of more tight. Yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult. Now, I could spend like 10 minutes trying to get these corners proper, but yeah. I could also not. I mean, it's close enough. It's good enough, right? We have a couple. Well, this part here is a bit annoying. Maybe we'll just round off a bit earlier, like here, and just go around like so. Yeah, because the footpath here is not really that nice. Crossing. What am I crossing? I'm not crossing anybody. Oh. Okay. Here. Serious? What's the problem here? Okay, well, we can fix that. It's a no problemo. We'll just remove the footpath here. Apparently that gives that system a bit of a concussion. That is okay. We can just round off the footpath anyway. That's fine. Just go from here to there. Give it a bit of a curve. Or maybe not. Why you don't want to give it? Yeah, just curve it like this. And while we're at it, actually I'll draw a connection through here. I don't like it like that. A little round. I don't know, for me curves just look better, even if it's just a weird back and forth one. And then here we can connect this. Ah, look at that. We can connect you through here. That's nice. I like that. Okay. And then we'll remove this footpath because it's really not necessary. We'll just have a connection here. And we can connect the basketball. Or can we? Or can we? I was about to say we can connect the basketball court by that way, but apparently things are not as easy as I thought. There we go. You can be connected here and you can be connected here, and I think that is okay. Did I connect it now? Okay. I don't trust the game when there's a quick save in between. Okay, so we addressed that, and now the construction office can... Well, actually, we'll just buy out a bit of asphalted road. Like so and so. Oh, well, don't need to buy it out. What am I saying? Well, I'm just thinking ahead because we got some other patches that we need to buy out, but that one wasn't one of them. The question is now, this here is not actually too pretty. Hang on, let's pause it a second. This here wasn't too smart. We could just connect up. Yeah, I didn't look ahead. Could just remove that. And that and that and that. And then we can go... that problem again. Now we have that problem again. There we go. That's nice. And then we can connect the roads here, and we'll have the footpath just follow along here. Gotta say, the game really plays better if you have a couple of these. At least the pathways, you have those on hotkeys. I see some even YouTubers that play the game a lot. Is that nice? Not sure if it's nice, so let's redo it. They always click. It's like at least they draw the stuff up here, and then but they always click every building they want to build. Okay, we don't really have a choice here anyway. Okay, one more try. If we redo this corner, maybe. Because it gets messed up when you... Yeah, see? Now we can. That's what I like. There we go. Just gotta be a bit persistent with this game on the roads. Well... Actually... Can we make this a little nicer? We can't. Oops. Come on. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost friends. Don't be like that. See, we can. You can if you want to. There we go. That does look pretty pleasing to me. Okay, that's a bit of work for our construction office, but that's fine. They do have time now. And while we're at it, I was about to say we can asphalt this connection here, but that's actually going to be the main delivery line. Well, actually, you know what? We can just do like so. And then build an asphalt road here and here. And on this little patch. Okay, so they can get in here. They can get to this by driving through here, so we can also connect up here and here and here. Okay, while we're doing the last, like this one I'll buy out, because that's going to be a joke to ferry workers in here. Okay, now they got beamed away. Good. Actually, we'll buy out this. I don't know what happened here. Okay. Where was I? Yes, so I see even people that play the game a lot, they always click for every building they want to build. And you could put this here on the quick access line, and then you can just use your number key. 5, 3, 4, 2, 1, whatever. It's a bit weird for me because the microphone's hanging over my keys. But, yeah. Anywho, so that's that. We started that. Now we also finished over here, so let's actually go ahead and get rid of that road. So we don't forget. Oh, there's a building on fire. Where's a building on fire? Residential in Messina. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't the button I wanted to click. Which residential? Oh, okay. That should be easy. Yeah, here's the fire trucks on the way. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Here they come. Okay. Yes, I wanted to go over here. We removed that access piece of road that we don't need anymore. Actually, don't need this one either. So we can remove that as well. We have this one for the fire department access shortcut. But we can remove this piece. Not sure if we actually need this. But yeah, I'll check it. Ah, jeez, I gotta reduce the auto save frequency because the game never crashed on me. I heard the beta build does crash sometimes, or has hang-ups. But this one here, I never... Just sometimes after loading, yeah. I've experienced that a couple times. But that's about it. Okay, so now we're entering the night. But we can still see this part before the night actually starts. This here hasn't been built and this here hasn't been built either, and that is because we are barely out of reach. What's the problem here? Oh, you want to go to a footpath, but you can't. Okay, fine, we'll buy out this piece. And then he should be able to find his way, right? Nah. Can you find your way? Still can't. Oh yeah, now I can. Okay, just took a minute. Right, but now we can't see it. I think at night we can see this though. If I hover over the auto search, I hope you can see that. If I zoom out a little, I don't know. Let's just zoom. Zoom through the night and just pan around a little bit. Ah, what a beauty this game is. Really loving that. Kind of sad we don't get that much attention. But maybe my playing pace is too slow or whatever, but I really love playing this. Probably with all what I learned, I maybe start a new series or something. Once the channel gets a little more attention. But yeah, even if that doesn't get too many views, it's just like a therapy for me to play this game. So it's not gonna go from the channel. It's just too much fun. Anyway, where was I? Yes, so we can't reach these two barely with our construction offices. Now we could build some cheat pathing in there. Like, see, we just barely can't reach it. But what I'll actually do, I'll just manually assign these constructions. And that should then get built sometime soon. Okay, but what we can actually start, we already have a bit of gravel here, and we can actually set up, and that was the next optimization, we can actually set up the deliveries here and fill these storages. Just gotta mirror what we have here. Steel prefab. Actually, can I copy paste in this game? I hope I can. Steel prefab and then, well, bricks and boards. Yeah, that's the other one is obvious because there's only other pair of resources left. So, can we Valoka? Yes, we can. Great. Valoka. Steel prefab. And of course we're gonna limit. Gonna go all the way up. And steel, there we go. And then 50% steel. Was it 50-50? I think 60-40 it was. Ah, yeah. Life with dementia is really hard. 75-25, really. Okay, well, steel is very expensive, so I guess that does make sense. So we'll go up to 75 here. Okay, and this here is gonna be... Well, actually, why do I not copy? 75, 25, boards 25, really? Oh yeah, we need way less of those. Bricks boards. Way less of those. Okay, Valuka bricks boards. And we're gonna limit the amounts here as well. Can I hold this? No, of course not. I have to click. Further my carpal tunnel syndrome, bricks, and 25% boards. There we go. Righty. So now we're going to continue that daisy chain logic. And I'm going to add a couple of connections. There's two. Actually pause so we don't accidentally start shipping stuff around. Okay, Beatrice is going to be loading. Oh, Messina is going to be loading, and here we're going to be unloading. What was my logic there? We're loading at 10%, we're unloading until 30%. That sounds good to me, because we don't need that many resources on stockpile. So we're just going to go with the general 30%, and maybe a bit more on the gravel side, because gravel is really a resource that is used a lot. Explode steel prefab. Okay, so now what we need is a couple trucks. And I think I'm gonna use... We need open storage. Let's see if we have open storage hanging around somewhere unused. We have one here, but that's not really a lot. And one bus, but that's already assigned to a route. Actually, we can start this. Our agro industry 2 is... That's the bus that's gonna ferry workers from here to our new agro industry area. So that should be fine. Yeah, so I guess we have to buy them. I don't see... Do we have any hanging around here? Nope. Okay, so we do have to buy open storage. We could ferry over a closed storage because we have too many, but... closed hull, but yeah, I don't think. Open hull. We don't need that many though, because it's not that far of a drive. And they can carry quite a bit. Let's start out with 2. Let's get a covered hull. The small Skoda. Skoda should really sponsor this game. I mean, look at that. Maybe it changes when we go further down the years, but for now. Okay, so here we have the steel and the prefab, and here we have the boards and the bricks. And we're gonna unload here the bricks and boards and the steel and the prefab. Valuka unloading, Messina loading, and we got the gravel and 10%. Good. What else we need? We need the cover hull for mechanical components. We also need a building for that, but that's going to be in a minute. We need the open hull for the open storage goods. We need the dumpers, and we need, while we're at it, dry bulk tanks. Maybe 2. Maybe that's too much already. I'm not sure. Okay, so we got 3 dumpers. Yeah, that should be fine. Should be fine for the start, because we won't do too much yet with this construction office. Good. So now we'll still have 200 grand. We can buy a couple buses. Let's get a couple buses. We still don't have any new ones, so I want fast ones because we have quite the travel. $75.52. Yeah, I think these here are pretty good. 62 passengers. 52. Yeah, I think 50 is a good number. We'll get 3 of that. Okay. Now, let's set some gravel. You're gonna get from here, but we didn't build that yet. So currently we'll get it from here. We just gotta remember. Asphalt we'll get from here. Concrete we'll get from there. Steel, I don't know actually. Yeah, steel we're gonna get from here. Bricks from there, prefabs here, boards from there. Okay, so what's missing here now is a small warehouse. And, well, we're going to construct it, obviously. Warehouse. Where is the warehouse? You see what I did there? Storage. Small warehouse, okay. Could squeeze one in here, actually. Maybe, somehow. Yeah, we could. It's a bit ugly, though. Could squeeze it here. Yeah, I think that looks better. Could also put it in line here, but I think this here looks better if we just offset it a little bit. Like so. Doesn't make a huge difference. I don't think, if they have to drive up the hill a little bit, and it just looks a bit better. I want to keep this area here clean. Yeah, I think we're good that way. Okay, actually would love if we could... Eventually we should bring a shortcut here for the deliveries. Or through here. I think here would be good. But yeah, I'm not going to do that now. We're just happy that we're going to get stuff done. And this here also needs to be manually assigned. And I'm going to do that rather than increasing the radius for the construction office. Just because I don't want them to start building stuff here in Berlin. And once we constructed our second construction site here, or third one rather, we'll be able to use the resources here, and we'll do a second construction union there, and then start getting to work on the town and on this steel area. By the way, and I'm not going to do it this episode, but remember how happy I was like 2 episodes ago or whatever that I got this planned and done? Well, turns out you can't mix in these storages. You can't mix coal and iron, for example, or like any 2 resources cannot be mixed. So I'm screwed that I need a separate aggregate storage for coal and iron. So we're gonna have to do this all over again. It has to be 2 separate storages that have to fit here and that need conveyor belts from the unloading station. So that's gonna be... I already did an off-screen build of that, but it is very, very finicky and kind of ugly. So I have 2 possibilities. One is like I cramp everything in this area, the conveyor belts and all. That does work. I did get it together. The other one is that I go with one conveyor, go to the right side of the building and come around here. But either way, it is not optimal. Let's say it like that. So I'm thinking I'll do that off screen between seasons maybe. Try and rework that again, because you saw me build it initially, and the idea is going to stay the same. We want to be able to deliver via train. We want to catch and have a buffer for overproduction. So we need aggregate storages in between the iron and the coal and the steel mill. But how exactly it's going to look, yeah, I don't think that's so interesting, and it's going to be a long process to finish that. Yo, just so you guys know. Alrighty. These guys don't yet have a construction office. That is cool, because they don't... Yeah, because they don't have a road access yet. They have road access here. Yep. So things are being worked on here. How's our meat production coming along? Actually quite nicely. I don't really see it anymore. 6 tons, here's the next one. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. So the distribution center is actually busy. And if we take a look over here at at Berlin's meat storage, yeah, we're nicely stocked with meat that we could currently sell, but it's gonna give me confidence that we actually have enough meat production for another city or two before we gotta ramp up this production over here. Okay, speaking of ramping up production, how are we looking here? We're almost done with this road, which is great, because that will enable me to redo this area there. We do have some food production here, but we really need a lot more. So let's actually... Ah, nice! We almost got it done there. We're out of crops here, we're out of crops there. We have a lot of crops in here and here. Okay, so let's finish up there before we do anything else. We'll move these guys over to the other farm. Sorry if that's a little bit cryptic what I'm doing here, but it's like... Okay, there we go. I just moved all these from this farm to this farm. So they are gone. We're gonna ferry the crops from here to the warehouse, and we have plenty of trucks to do that. Look at that. We have a whole fleet of trucks here that we actually won't need in that amount, but we're gonna split them up between the two farms. I mean, it's fine. We're gonna use them eventually. They're just parked over there. So the way I'll do that is just add this and add the... Actually, this station is already added. So... And the granary is gonna be a loading point, and we're gonna unload until 0%. You know what, actually, since there's so many trucks, we're gonna not use the granary, but we're gonna use the road cargo station. Like so. Okay. Right, so they're gonna unload the 97 tons, but this here we can actually remove all the workers. We have no more food, no more crops, no more vehicles assigned to it. That's great. Same goes for this one. No more food, no more crops. So we just have this warehouse that is also empty, and it still has 2... Oh, shoot! Oh, that needs to be fixed immediately. I forgot the Messina warehouse. They also depend on the food production in Berlin. Oh, geez, that would have been ugly. You guys, please get your food from the new warehouse now. Yeah, Berlin food and alcohol warehouse, and we're gonna remove the food warehouse. Okay. Ooh, that would have been ugly. What else do you have assigned here? Berlin Medium Distribution Center. Why? Oh, because the selling. Oh, okay. Because of the selling. Well, we're gonna add this one, remove this one, but of course we're gonna go up to 10%. Load. Yeah, we're gonna need a 10% buffer there for our people, for the food of our people. Okay, so now we have nothing in here. Let's check. Related vehicle. What? You're still working. Call it home. I don't need you working that. I don't think so anyway. Berlin Pub was part of... Yeah, it's been handled by the food distribution. And quite nicely. So we don't need that vehicle there. Okay, so now we can remove the food factory. What a great moment. There it goes, crumbling to the ground. It did serve us quite well for quite a long time. And there's the distillery, crumbling to the ground as well. Glorious. And here goes the warehouse. Serves no purpose anymore. Crumbling to the ground. That's what progress feels like, right? 2 episodes in the making, or one in the planning. And now we finally have this new production area set up over here. And if we could actually live look at that pollution, and we can see, aside from that little bit of pollution from the city and from the traffic in there, it's much, much improved. So, yeah, that was a full success, I would say. I mean, this area here is going to produce a lot more pollution, of course. So we're going to have pollution up to here, probably. A whole new space for Berlin. And we got some stuff we need to do in Berlin. We need to rework a bit and reorganize a little. But one thing after the next. So the first thing we actually need, because we don't have enough workers, I did already test that off screen, and there's somehow not really staffing these 2 factories these 2 factories efficiently. So we do need a little bit more, a couple more workers actually, not a little bit more workers. The question is, I was gonna put one of these, where is it? Oh, guys. Residential there. I was gonna put one of these big ones, but they're so huge and they belong, I think, in the center of the town and not here on the outskirts, because they will block all the view. Like if you imagine 2 or 3 of these blocks here, or one here, you couldn't see any buildings in the center anymore. And I kind of wanted the city to grow tall towards the middle and be a bit smaller and more open on the outside. It's better to view. It's more yeah, just more pleasant for the eye, and that's one part of the layout for me anyway. I don't want to play for maximum efficiency, so we're gonna go with the regular residentials there for now. But the inner part of the city does need a rework a little bit. We need a second road here, and we're probably gonna remove this house here, and then maybe these here are, because look at how ugly they are. I mean, they serve their purpose, and I think it's time for some nice modern buildings here in the center of the city. So we're gonna try and do that, but for now, in the meantime, we'll build a regular residential there. There's a lot of talk for a lot of nothing, but yeah. You guys know me. That's what you suffer through when you watch my LPs, right? Okay, so we're gonna build one here with a little bit of space just for that walk path. And maybe a tall one here. I mean, it's not too tall, but, you know, not so wide either. Okay. And we'll extend the road a little. Like so, and let that road connection here. Okay, we'll have it here, apparently. And then build a couple of these footpaths just to connect everything up. Draw a branch out here. I don't want to give in to the game, actually. We'll do it like until here. And then we do the road. I think you're better than me, game. I know your ways and tricks. That way we actually get a little bit of distance on that road to the house as well. Okay, now we should be able to connect this up, and we are. Awesome. So that can be built like this, and the road can also be built like that. And I'm gonna buy out this piece of road just because we need this house here sooner rather than later. Okay, And we of course also need a connection here. Actually, you should be fine if we connect you up to this, like so. And then we can draw out one connection here. Build it like that. Okay, that should be good. So that should give us a couple of workers for our new factory area. And now we got a bit of cleanup to do here. We still got a bus station. Most people are waiting. So we'll remove that one. And we got a couple of footpaths going to nowhere. So we'll remove those. We'll try anyway. Yep. Okay, we got a couple of loose road ends going to nowhere. So just remove those. Just for now. I mean, maybe I could have used one or two of those, but we want to redesign. Okay, how far are we? Not far at all. Why is that? Oh, okay. No. Berlin Road Cargo Station. You should unload there, not load. What have I done? And the grain storage is removed. Okay, so we'll load here. We'll unload there. We'll load on the fields, of course. This one too. Yeah. And actually, before I forget, we'll also remove this. Yeah, 8 tons is okay. Remove this silo. Really don't need it. What have I done? No. Just the factory connection, please. And this one here. Okay. And we'll redo the road here. Like so. Probably we'll have to redo the fields. Just bring them down a little bit because this here is hugging the... Look at that. That's a little ugly, no? But we already sowed them, so let's just harvest them and after that we can redo them. We've got a lot of things to redo here as well. Ah, now we finally got the road done. So we can remove this ugly piece of road. And actually I'll... Come on, I'll buy out that piece. And there we go. Warehouse connection can stay on a dirt road. Don't really need an extra piece of road there. Is there any sense? Can we get it? No, probably can't. I'll just connect a bit of... And I'll buy this one out as well. Okay, so now we got a couple more we need to buy out. But we are flush with cash again, so that's no problem. But this here, there's no way I can build that. And this here, neither. Just like so. Okay, so now they have a bit of an easier walk. And we got plenty of workers. The food factory should get a couple more. 130 should be fine, but we got plenty. And we got the crops here. Things are working out. And we're drawing down the last bit of granary. Awesome. So that gives us a nice new area for food production. It's finally finished. Now, we would need to redo the fields here a little bit. Let's see, we don't need the farm anymore, so that one can actually... Yeah, let's start out with the fields. We'll demolish this. The almost harvested small fields. I'll demolish those as well. And we'll cancel a bit of road. It's a bit sad because those are the fields that fed our first people, but just progress is coming and we can't stop and halt because of romantic considerations. Okay, so I'm kind of satisfied with this here. Let's see with the size for big fields. Yeah, I think I want one big field here. And we'll have one more medium here. Yeah, we need to make this a little bit more efficient. The problem is now is growing and harvesting season. Or harvesting season, rather. So these two we can get rid of, actually. They're already sowed, but like I said, the progress does require some sacrifice. And the road here, okay, so we can place a nice big field here. Like so. Very good. And then we'll do another medium one here. Requires workers or mechanisms. No, actually really doesn't. You know what's funny? I think they're going to rework that again, because now with the factories and industries, you're so like the removing of workers is so much more imprecise, because you can only do it in batches of 30 or whatever per click. But the ones where you really would want that, like the fields, you still do it in increments of 5. So that's kind of ridiculous to me. But whatever. We'll get there. Yeah, see? It's the same everywhere. Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna make sure, because we have a bus station here and there's workers there and they will walk to those fields. So we have to click them down. Okay. So, you know what? I think we'll just be radical. Just don't think much and be very radical. Get rid of all this. Okay, so we have that now. And that, and that. And that. There's one station. We do want a couple of those. The question is where we put them. I think we can put one here, honestly. We cancel that road. And we'll just go out here and yeah. When do you learn? When do you freaking learn? Just... the game works a certain way, so just respect it. When do you learn? Okay. Build like this here. Because currently they can go around here, right? Oh, shoot! No, that was nice. How do I do that? Cancel contract. Do it with the construction office. Do it with the construction office, yes. Okay, because they can go around. It's very inefficient, but it's possible. And then we can just have one station. Actually, we have a nicer one. We have a nice Minol gas station. We can put that one here with a bit of space. How about we do it like that? go like so. Is that too ugly? Kind of like it. Doesn't work anyway. Okay, but they can come in from here. Okay. If it's too inefficient, we can rotate it anyway. I mean, we do have plenty of space there. Good. So we have that. And then we need, of course, a couple of these out here in the fields, out here in the sticks. Certainly not here, though. I didn't have any power supply anyway. Okay. So we have removed this, and now we can place a couple new fields. That's gonna be glorious. We're gonna be so efficient. Maybe even up to the point where we can almost supply our grain demands with our own production. I highly doubt that. One can dream. One can dream. Okay. There's a little bit too much space in here, but whatever. I mean, it's just a... I want to be efficient, but there's a limit to how efficient you can... Oops! My hand was kind of shaky there. I just can't see it. Just go out of the night. And get the medium field here. I think here's a good spot. Honestly, the game. Why would you make it difficult for me to have a straight connection? Why would you do that? Okay, I'll just have this. And now we'll place the field again. Medium field. There we go. And now we can have two big fields here. And we really need those. Big field 1. Can't build on water? Why can't you build on water? Freaking noob. You know what? Do we have trucks here? Yes, we do. Oh no. No. We go from here, height from the center. There we go. Yep. If it works for China, it works for us. We're gonna just move the coastline back a little bit. Come on, who's gonna care? If there's a couple of birds, they'll find a new home. There's no water. Do you see any water anywhere? Okay. There we go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a nice big field collection here. Very, very cool. And actually we'll have some space to squeeze in a modded... yeah, just take the yellow ones, whatever. One of these refueling stations. I'm just gonna buy this and buy a couple of resources, but we also need to bring power there, so I'm not sure if we're gonna leave it there, but that actually should work nicely. So this area is... yeah, this area is pretty well covered. And next we're gonna take care of this area and start grain production up here, and then we'll have two more efficient farms shipping grains to this production area here, and that should work out just nicely. Okay, we got food and alcohol. Things are going well. Things are really going well. And I think we can leave it off this time fully functioning. Made nice progress here. All the footways are built. They're working now on the residential area. Let's take a look over here. Oh, nice. Our construction offices now have materials at their disposal. They have some fuel there. We're starting on the cement silo and the aggregate loading. I caught that very late, which is a bit annoying. And actually you guys could help here. Cement silo, conveyor, aggregate loading, warehouse, yes. Okay, what they could do already is we can specify a worker station. That's gonna be here. And we'll buy a couple open haul trucks. Yeah, we have a few too many of those. So remove some of those. Okay, it should actually work out that they take the open haul trucks. No, it doesn't. They just do the long drive. Whatever. Why won't you go there like I told you? Did I do it twice for the same guy? Okay, so we got 2 bulldozers, 2 excavators, 2 open haul trucks. What else we need? Of course we need dumpers. Trusty old T138. Of course we need covered haul, though I'm gonna go with just 1 for now, and we'll take the fastest. Dumpers, open haul. Felled trees, certainly not. Bulldozers we have. Cranes, concrete mixers, yes. 2 of those, definitely. Paver, roller. We'll take a couple cranes. Okay. And then probably 1 more open hull, and the rest we'll see. Okay, well, broke now anyway. Good, so now they can help with the construction here a little bit already, and that should speed things up a bit. Oh man, look at that. Like little ants when you zoom out far enough. Just awesome. But they can bring the raw materials from here there. And we're gonna have a bit of a cushion financially, because first of all, it's gonna take a while for this food production area to pick up and generate the same amount of sales that the last one. And second of all, we're gonna need a lot of steel, which is gonna cut into our bank quite heavily, as we experienced last time. So just go easy, always have a bit of a cash reserve, because once cash starts going to the point where you can't refuel your cars anymore and you can't buy the crops for production anymore, you can cause a chain reaction and really, really suffer in this game. So just always be a bit conservative with those resources. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for the episode, and sadly for the season. I wish I could play, but I just don't have the time. So yeah, it's gonna do it for the season, guys. I think we made nice progress. Sadly, I didn't get to the town over here, but that's gonna be the main focus next season for sure, because I think done everything here. We're gonna extend Berlin just a bit, and yeah, just Messina, I think, is working to the point where we need it. So maybe just some optimization, and then mostly it's going to be power lines and building up this new steel production area there, and planning ahead likely toward oil production. But next season, next episode, guys. You enjoy your day, have a good one, and see you around for the next episode.